Hi guys, welcome back to Geeks Wargaming and welcome to our latest 40k battle report. Today we have something special for you. We have the very first game in our narrative campaign, which is basically Welcome to Vigilus. So this is something that Ed has organised, and there is a Facebook group that anybody is open to join and take part in. There's painting competitions every month, and the idea is that the boys at Geeks, Ed, provides the missions, and then people go off and play the missions and then submit their results, and then we see how everybody's getting on. So this is the first game for us. This is the first game for the event as well. So we thought we'd get this on a battle report, because I think this is going to be quite good as well. So the missions have come from the Vigilus book, slightly tweaked. Slightly tweaked. So Ed has tweaked some of the stratagems, some of the names of them and stuff like that, but points level and how they're
I think
the clan point level and everything, that's how they're worded is.
I think the main difference that we're doing in this is we're treating this almost like a match play, so we're actually putting points in, whereas in the Vigilus book for this particular mission it's a power level thing. So that's the only main difference, I think. So the mission that we're doing is resource relocation. So the idea is there is a convoy of vehicles starting on the one side of the battlefield, 12-inch deployment. They have to get off the board. So I am the man with the vehicles. The Orks Mad Max style.
Yeah, the Orks is with the vehicles. So they have got to get across the board and off, and standing in their way is
the AdMech.
The idiot with the AdMech. Yeah. So I've got my iPad, which has got the rules on as we see it. So all the terrain is set up and ready to go. The defender has deployed. Yes, I have. Robin's army does not start on the battlefield at all, so he will get to come on from reserve.
However, there is one stratagem that I can use, so I can deploy one at the start of the battle, so I might do that. Might not, you'll have to see.
Oh, okay. The attacker gets the first turn, because we're slowly just working our way through the ruins of this city. Yeah,
because otherwise the first turn would be really dumb, because you just go
and also I can't shoot anything. Right, I have to get things off the battlefield. So the convoy is gun wagon, battle wagon, 2 trucks, and my war trike. They count as vehicles. They've got to get off this end of the battlefield. It's a long ways.
This end.
This end. It's the long.
Like you can see it.
It's the long way. I also have to try and get all the units off the battlefield as well, and just try and get those points up off the field. Robin basically is trying to stop me from doing that. It's smash time, which is going to be quite good. We have some really nice stratagems as well, or stratagems, depending how you say it.
Normal person says stratagems.
Stratagems, potato. Yeah, to use, but we'll cover them if we come to them. So, shall we go take a look at the armies? Let's do it.
So my AdMech force for today, 1750 points. It's led by Belisarius Core himself. And second in command we have a Tech Priest Dominus, who has got the relic, the Autocadus of Arkenland, however you say it. We've then got 3 squads of troops, 2 Rangers and 2 Vanguard. They are WYSIWYG apart from the Alphas. The Alphas haven't actually got the weapons that you see on them. They've just got the normal equipment that they come with. I didn't quite have the points to fit them in, but at least it shows you that they're the squad leader. So just behind those we have an Elite's Choice, which is 10 Electro Priests. This is the first time I'll be using these in a battle report, so I'm keen to see how they actually get on. Another new unit is a heavy support, and it's the 4 Castellan robots with the punchy fists and the flamers. Next to them we have a Onager Dunecrawler with the neutron laser, and then a super heavy auxiliary detachment. This is a House Krast, and I've paid CP to give her a warlord trait, which is the first knight, which means that she'll be re-rolling all failed hits of 1. So that is quite useful, and that rounds out 1750 points exactly.
So this is my 1750 points of Orks today. Leading the charge, the Warlord. I have got the new Wartrike, upgraded with cyborg body, so giving him a 4-up invuln save. Next HQ choice, I'm taking my Warboss on a bike, equipped with a Power Claw. And then final HQ choice, I am taking a mech with a shock attack gun, allow me to stand at the back and put down lots of fire across the battlefield as the convoy rolls forward. Into troops, I've got a 12 shooter boy squad. In here there is a rocket and a boss knob with a big chopper. Second troop choice, 12 boys squad. In here, big shooter, a boss knob with a power claw. Exactly the same loadout for the third of the boys squads. Into elites, I'm taking my pain boy on a bike, my knobs on bikes, 4 power claws in here as well, so lots of speed with the war boss, the pain boy and the Wartrike to get up the battlefield. Final elite choice, and for the first time in a long time I'm actually going to try my commando. So these guys are going to scout on forward, see what's out and about as the convoy moves up the road. And into the convoy and heavy support we have got the gun wagon, zap gun on top, 3 big shooters. Next to that, the battle wagon, open topped, so there'll be some boys in that I'm sure. Looters, again with the big mech with the shock attack gun, laying down lots of fire across the battlefield. And the final part of the convoy, 2 trucks, both equipped with big shooters and 1 equipped with a wrecking ball. So the convoy is the 4 vehicles at the back and the Wartrike as well, so they have to try and get through this city. The forces are down across this wasted city. The road in the middle is going to be really important in this game. The Orks are entering what is the outskirts of this city now, pushing their way up out into the wilderness. The Orks have their knobs on bikes, their warboss, their pain boy on bike, and the warlord himself on the death Wartrike, ready to zoom around and up on this road, supporting the convoy, which is the battle wagon, which has got some shooter boys in, the truck, the second of the trucks, which have both got normal boy squads in, and then we also have the gun wagon as well. So that is the main convoy, that is the target priority for Robin that I'll be looking at coming up this vital road in the middle of this city. Laying down covering fire, we have a squad of looters, and we also have the mech with the shock attack gun, looking laying waste to any enemy that might appear in the abandoned ruins. Scouting ahead of the Orks are the commandos. They're just working their way through the ruined buildings, ready to jump out and disrupt anybody that tries and stands in our way. Admech are down on the battlefield, their positions revealed to the Orks. They've had to deploy 12 inches from the battle edges, and both of the long edges of the tables are Robins. So 12 inches, the knight stalking around at the back of the battlefield, covering the highway. The Orks have got to come down this with their convoy. That's quite a formidable opponent standing in their way. We also have a dune crawler, lots of shots and death and carnage from the Admech. Bit of a bottleneck point, I think, is going to be created here. Next to the knight we have a tech priest, and next to them, Robin,
some rangers. There's just the one arquebus in that squad. Over the other side in the other building we have the other squad of rangers with 2 arquebus, and then there's also the squad of vanguard with 1 plasma in. Then continuing in this building we have Belisarius Call himself, so he's given his nice little re-roll bubble to everyone in that building and the Onager. So I've got my Castellans deployed quite aggressively in front of the bikes. The reason for that is I actually used the 1-point stratagem, which means that I actually put them down in the deployment phase, so I can actually now move these, so I should get a cheeky little turn 1 charge off on those bikes.
Robin actually made a very good point there. So everything has come on from reserves at the end of the movement phase, so technically he doesn't get to move any of this stuff apart from what he's deployed in the deployment using a stratagem. So final thing,
there's just the electro priests and another squad of vanguard in there, just waiting for the Orks to make their first move.
The first shots from the AdMech have just rained out across the battlefield. These guys
from the
Vanguard are shooting at the looters. Now, probably a mistake on my part. The big mech with a shock attack gun and the looters are equal distance away from these guys. So Robin has just fired at the looters
because they've got line of sight on the looters only,
and has caused 5 wounds.
Yeah, one of which is at 2 damage because I rolled a 6th wound.
Yeah, so one's a 6, 2 damage. So I'm in cover, so I'm +1. These are no AP modifier, so these are 5 up save. So because they're 1 wound each, I am going to roll them all together. It doesn't really matter. So 5 up saves. I say 2 save, 2 die. I will take that. Robin has decided to shoot the plasma guns at the big mech with the shock attack gun that are there. There's 2 of them.
There's 2 plasmas, yeah, so get 2 shots each.
Are you going to overcharge?
Do you know what? I'm going to overcharge with 1.
Oh, go
so
big,
this
go
is
home.
the overcharging one. So that's 1 hit.
Yep.
Counting that as a hit. Yep. And 1 miss. And then we'll roll to wound that because it is a different profile. Toughness 4, so that is a wound.
So because the big mech is in cover, I do get a cover save. It's only -3. He's a 4 up save. I'm in cover, so plus the 1. So 6 up. That's completely the opposite I needed.
Right, and now the regular one coming in, not overcharging. Both hit. Should have overcharged that, shouldn't I? And then this will be 3s to wound. Both wound, -3, so 2 6 up for me.
No.
And that is a dead shock attack gun.
That is dead. The Rangers next to the Knights have just shot into the looters as well. Most of the shots missed, but they did manage to kill off 1 more looter. So the Rangers inside of the building and the little Castellan robots down here with their flamers shot at the knobs on bikes and managed to kill 1 of them off. The neutron laser from the Dune Crawler has shot down at my gun wagon all the way down here and has done 3 wounds. Now it's -4, so I can't save them, and these are D6 damage with a minimum of 3. So do you want to roll me 3 dice then, Rob, and see how much damage we got? A minimum of 3. So there's.
So they're 3.
So that's 6. That's 12.
12 damage.
12 damage. He's alive with 4 wounds remaining. Next to shoot will be the Knights. So Robin has just fired the Stubbers and no damage done. They went against the looters.
I'm going to do the Avenger Gatling Cannon into the looters.
Yep.
The rest of the big guns will be at that battle wagon.
Yeah, the untouched battle wagon down there. He's taking the battle cannon and the missiles, and then the Gattlers against the looters. So which one's going first, Robin?
We'll do the Gattlers first. So my warlord trait is I reroll 1s. Okay, so
2 miss out of all of that lot.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
No, not at all.
And then 3s to wound.
That's quite a lot of wounds. Well, that's it. The looters are dead. They've gone. 7 wounds done and 7 models remaining. No saves whatsoever at a -2. So they're gone. The battle cannon now against the battle wagon. So 2 D6 shots. 4.
Not great. Not great.
For you.
Hit on 3s.
3 hits.
This is strength 8 against toughness 7 on that one. 3s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds -2.
So I get 3 6-up save for this battle wagon.
Oh!
I make 2 of them. These new Geeks dice are ace, and 1 goes through. So how much damage?
D3 damage.
Just the 1.
Just the 1.
I quite happily take that. The Storm Spear missiles now. 3 shots. Hitting on?
3s. Rerolling the 1s, not that I need it.
No.
And then 3s to wound. And that
2
will
wounds.
be 2. I might use a command point on that. Actually, D6. No, there's no point.
Do I get a save? Is the big
It's
important.
-2.
So yes, I do. I get
6 ups.
2 6-ups. I make 1 of them. I make 1 of them.
D6 damage.
4. Okay, so a grand total of 5 wounds taken off the battle wagon. That's not bad. So in the shooting phase, Robin has changed the protocols for his Castellan robots, and he's now used
I'm using the Conqueror protocol, which allows me to fight twice.
Nice. So these guys will be fighting twice, but first off he's got to make the charge, but he's got to survive Overwatch. So lots of Overwatch shots now coming in from the knobs on bikes. Sixes give me those extra attacks. Managed to get, oh, that was a 6. 4 sixes? Let's have a look. Yes, only the 4 sixes, so I get to roll another 4 dice. Nice. However, these Castellan robots, they're toughness 8, so I'm going to need 5s to wound. I managed to get 1. No AP modifier on this, Robin, so normal 3. Save.
No.
Fails.
So took damage.
Yeah, it's just 1 damage.
And now the charge is 3 inches away. Yeah, 3 inches.
Just, only just. So these Castellan robots now, they normally have 3 attacks, but because of the protocols Robert's put on them, they're now 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, but because of the blessing of Canticles, I think it's the blessing of the Omnissiah, he gets to re-roll 1s. Benediction of the Omnissiah. That's what it's called.
I've also got the +1 strength, so the Relentless Fist one.
Yes, the Relentless Fist of the Omnissiah,
so,
whatever it is.
4s,
re-rolling 1s.
Re-roll 1s. There is 1. There is a lot of 2s. And 3s.
There are actually. So let's get them out. There's 1 there.
There's 3s miss as well. Spot the guy that's used to Space Marines.
Okay, so re-rolling them.
Ones. Oh, that's nice. A lot more there. Okay.
That's quite a lot of hits. So these guys will be wounding on 2s.
So they're actually technically strength 11 now. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Flat 3 damage.
Nice. So now the only thing I've got is my Feel No Pain from my Pain Boy. So 6 ups. First one. 1 is alive with 1 wound. Next one. It's on the same guy. He's dead. So that's 1 guy dead. Next.
Dead.
Another one dead. 2 gone so far. This is gonna hurt. He's still alive with 1 wound. Next. He's dead, so that's 3 dead in total. Oh, I've still got a few more of these to go. Another 1 dead. Oh dear me. This is not going very well.
5 dead.
Oh, there's only 7 in the unit.
Oh, he's alive.
There we go. Yeah, this is the last one.
He's dead. So 6 dead in total.
Wow, there is 1 guy alive left over there. So the 1 knob that is left alive is now going to hit 3 attacks with a powerful claw. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. I'm strength 8.
For 7.
So 3s to wound you. 1 wound.
Minus what? Minus 3, I guess?
It is minus 3.
Okay, 5 up in battle. Loving life.
Oh, irritating. So the movement phase for the Orks now. The convoy has started their way up the battlefield. The slightly damaged gun wagon moving up 9 inches +1 because I'm evil sons. The battle wagon has gone up, and so have the 2 trucks. One of the trucks has come at a slight angle if you want to jump boys out. Get them into the electro priests and these guys down here. The war boss and the other bikers have moved up, ready to go into those Castellan robots, and my commandos are in there, hiding away underneath the landing platform. Looking at maybe throwing a tank buster bomb against the Drone Crawler up into the ranges or into the Drone Crawler itself. So first things first, I'm going to do a emergency field repair. So this is 1 command point, and I pick a vehicle, the gun wagon. I roll the d6, and it gains back that many lost wounds. 4, so it's back up to 8. The 2 trucks have opened up all the salvos for this round of shooting. The first of the trucks shot down into the guys on the top floor down here, no damage done. The second truck shot at the Castellan robots, no damage done. However, my tank busters have thrown a tank buster bomb, and they managed to hit. Well, I managed to get 2 grenade throws. I hit with 1, and I have wounded. This is -2.
I'll get a 5-up save.
No, he doesn't. It is D6 damage.
Damn.
It's 5.
Ow.
The big shooters from the battle wagon, all 3 of them, shot down into these guys on the top floor, killing one of them off. The zap gun, now I have moved over half distance, so I don't get to shoot twice, but the zap gun shot at the knight, I hit. This is strength 9, toughness 8, so I need 3s to wound. It is definitely wounded. That is a 6. This is -3, Robin.
Ow. How many damage?
Just the flat 3.
Flat 3, okay. So I got 5 up in fun.
Yep. No.
So
3
damage.
3 damage off the knight. I'll take that. The war truck and the war boss on a bike and the painboy on a bike have all shot into Castellan robots. The grand scheme of that, I did 1 wound to a Castellan robot. Robin passed one of his invuln saves, which means the shot bounced back, and I took a mortal wound on a 6 on my war boss, which I failed the feel no pain. So I've actually taken a mortal wound, and Robin's taken 1 wound over there. Pretty much stalemate. So the last thing to shoot was the boys inside the vehicle. So the first truck and the boys inside shot down at the Castellan robots. Managed to get 1 hit, managed to get 1 wound. Yes, Robin rolled a 6. The shot bounced back and killed one of my old boys. Fantastic. The boys in the other truck shot down at these guys on top floor here, killing off 3 of them. That's really nice. And then the shooter boys shot at the rangers up here, killing 1 of them off, 2 of them off, 2 of them off. So we're heading over to assault. We're going to go into the Castellan robots, and we're going to go into the Dune crawler with the commandos. So in the charge phase, the Castellan robots can't overwatch because of the Conqueror protocol that you put on last turn, means they couldn't shoot. So those guys have all made it into combat. The commandos, they made it in. Fantastic. 1 did get killed from an overwatch shot though, which is a little bit annoying. So they're into the Dune crawler, but we're going to go with the war trike first. 5 attacks for him, hitting on 2s. They've all hit. I am strength 7.
Toughness 7. Wow.
I'll take that. 4 wounds that have gone through. These are at -2, Robin.
Okay, so it's 5 up.
Oh, I can re-roll failed wounds as well, sorry. So there's 1 failed wound there.
Still 1 failed wound.
Still 1 failed wound. Okay, fair enough.
So
-2.
how many wounds are there? How much damage is it?
D3.
It's D3, right, okay, so I'll do 2 because there's 1 with 4 wounds left.
So there's 1 with 4 wounds left, so Robin's going to do 2 of them on him.
You've got 4 wounds in total, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so both go through, so give me 2 D3 damage.
D3 damage.
Okay, so
that's 6.
Dead.
So that's 6. So that's 1 definitely dead.
Does he blow up?
No.
Okay, now I'll do another. I might as well do 2. Okay, so 1 saved, 1 goes through.
Just the 1 damage on him.
Okay, and that's them all.
So 1 Castellan robot dead over there. That's nice. Warboss to go next. 4 attacks. This is with a power claw, so I am hitting on 2s. So I roll 2 1s. I'm hitting on 3s actually, so that's a miss as well. So only the 1. No wounds. So over to the painboy. The painboy has a kill saw, so now I will be hitting on 4s.
Ouch.
2 hits. That's not too bad. So the kill saw makes me strength 10, so wound on 3s. So 2 wounds, Robin. You have 2 saves. 2 invuln saves now.
1 made.
And that is for flat 2 damage.
Okay.
So
Down to 3 wounds.
yeah, 1 is down to 3 wounds. Not exactly how I wanted it to go, but never mind. So it's now over to the commandos hitting on 3s. This is just the choppers. That is not bad. I need the 1 miss. So I am going to need 5s to do any damage. I get 3 wounds. Normal AP save, Rob.
So 3s.
Robin saves them all, but we've
life.
got to hit with the power claw now. So this is 3 attacks hitting on 4s.
Oh, that could be good. This is obviously strength times 2.
Wounded on 3s.
So yeah, I'm 8. 3s to wound you. All 3 have wounded. The power claw is -3, mate.
So how many? Sorry, was that 3?
Yeah.
So 6s, I guess. There is an invuln. I'm not sure if it's just against shooting, so I'll roll these and we'll check. Yeah, let's check that 5.
So it is a 5-up invuln save for the during caller, so only one of those goes through. D3 damage, 2. Robin hit back with the Dune Crawler, but no damage done whatsoever. So we move over to the Castellan robots. Now Robin has decided to do 6 attacks onto the Pain Boy and then all of the other attacks on the War Trike. So Pain Boy first, 6 attacks hitting on
4s, but re-rolling 1 because the canticle is still in effect.
So you got 2 1s to re-roll. You got 1 miss. Literally only the 1 miss as well. Fantastic.
2s to squash your Pain Boy. Yeah, so that is 3, 6, 9, 12 damage.
12 damage, 12 6s incoming. So shockingly enough, I failed all of those saving throws for the Pain Boy, so he is dead. So it's now onto the War Trike.
Let's mess him up. Ooh, or not.
Re-rolling 1s though.
Re-rolling 1s, get those misses out.
There's quite a few misses though.
Still quite a few hits though, isn't it? Converts another. What's his toughness?
I am toughness 7.
Ooh, okay, so
Sorry, toughness. Yes, I am, because my warlord trait ardors now, so I +1 to my toughness, so I'm toughness 7.
Wow, okay, so 3s to wound. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they've literally all wounded.
Do you want to use those dice?
Yes, I have a 4-up invuln save because I'm got super cyborg armor. 4-up invuln saves. 3 go through.
4 go through.
Oh, 4 go through.
Flat 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep, he's very dead. So at the end of the first turn, that's quite brutal for the Orcs. We've lost the Looters, we've lost the Mech with a shock attack gun, we've lost the Warlord, we've lost the Pain Boy. Robin hasn't really lost anything. We've got a hell of a long way to go to get to that board edge, but I need to get off this battlefield as quickly as possible. Let's head over to turn 2 and see what other damage Robin can cause. So the start of Robin's movement phase, Lady Isabella is trying to form a bit of a roadblock in the middle of the road. There is a gap to the left hand side, so I can still zoom past her if I want to, but the knight's now firmly set in the roadway. These guys have all stayed still. The guy on the top floor actually failed his morale test and died. The Electro Priests have moved up, but they're looking at the truck. Cass and the robots have just moved around in combat, and the Dune Crawler got out of combat with the commandos. Yep. So over to shooting. So the Rangers, Belisarius Call, and the other guys, Vanguard, shot at the commandos down there, killing them all off. They are done. So Lady Isabella's going to be the next thing to shoot.
But just mention the fact that Belisarius Call was the last shot.
Belisarius Call basically just shot the boss knob out of the commandos with his solar atomizer and just obliterated him from everything ever. Dust there. Which is a little bit of overkill if you ask me, but that's my only opinion. Fun. So Lady Isabella is the next to go. All the shots will be raining down at the battle wagon there because there are boys in there. Robin wants the juicy Orksies out from inside. So what's going to shoot first?
Just do the stubbers first. Plink off a few wounds. They all hit. Look at that.
Great. Toughness 7.
5s. That is 1 wound, no AP.
So 4 up. Yep, takes a wound. He's down to 10. Next. Might as well just do the battle wagon. The battle cannon.
No, I'm going to do the shooty shooters.
You're going to do the shooty shooters. Great.
Right. Gatler. Gatling cannon. 3s, re-rolling 1s, because it's warlord trait. 5s to win. -2.
Wow.
Wow.
That is quite a lot.
Wow.
To use these. So these now
-2.
6 ups.
2 damage.
Oh, I saved none of them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12.
Boom.
Yeah. Does he blow up? No, he doesn't. The boys that were blasted out the battle wagon managed to survive. They all came out okay. But then we had the Tech Priest and we had the Rangers shoot at them, killing off 4 of them. That hurt. Over to charge and fight phase.
So we're just moving into the assault phase, charge phase. My canticles for this turn were Remorseless Fist, so re-rolling 1s in the fight phase. But I also got the Litanies of the Electromancer, so when I get a unit that's within 1 inch, on a D6 I do a D3 mortal wounds. So we're going to do that now on the truck. Nope. And because of the Tech Priest ability, when I charge, basically all 10 models on a roll of a 6 cause a mortal wound. So we're just going to roll that up when I get the dice in my hand. So that is 3 mortal wounds.
Fantastic. So with 7 wounds remaining now on this truck, the Electro Priests are going to attempt to hit 20 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the tentacle. You don't see that every day.
There's one there as well.
Quite a lot of 1s.
Yeah, not too bad.
Miss.
And a miss.
Miss. Just get them out of the way.
One more. So that's not bad, you just added 5 more hits.
Yeah. So these will be wounded on 5s. 6s cause additional D3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
Alright, so that's... Okay.
To do the D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that's done. Well, these are D3 wounds as well. So D3 mortal wounds, the big 3.
So with those 3 mortal wounds added onto the truck, I'm down to 4. But now we've got the rest of the wounds. These are D3s as well.
Okay,
so that's a 1
wound, so you can't do anything against that.
So one of them was 2 damage. Stays at 2 damage, and these were 3 damage. Yeah, the truck's gone.
Oh,
does he blow up?
He does.
Oh boy. So let's take stock here. Mortal wounds, battle wagon, Electro Priest, boys in that truck. I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll that. Oh, it really wants to go boom, doesn't it? So 3 mortal wounds caused to the Electro Priests. 5 up, feel no pain. 1 of them save, 2 die. Excellent. D3 mortal wounds now on the battle wagon. Just the 1. So it's down to 7. Now that truck is also in it as well. Just the 1. There. That's okay. Well, that kind of stung a little bit. Managed to get all the boys out of the truck without being anywhere within an inch of the Electro Priest, so they're all good. Now I'm taking 2 command points to interrupt Robin to go against his Castellan robots. So, hitting on 3s with a Power Claw. 1 miss. I become
3s to
strength 12. 3s to wound you. 2 wounds.
-2.
Minus 3.
5 up in fun anyway.
1 goes through, 1 doesn't. It is a D3 damage. 3! Another 1 dies.
Does it go kablooey?
Does it go kablooey?
It does go kablooey.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh, we don't have a kablooey.
I've had to take the camera because Rich is crying in a corner. I've just hit back with the Castellans and he's just taken 24 wounds on that war boss. There's no pain boy there. He's got no invuln save. Goodbye, sweet prince.
So at the start of the Orks movement now, I need to do something quite special. So the Ork boys that were blown out of the truck have jumped into the battle wagon, but there is a stratagem for 1 CP called Breakout Maneuver. So I add D6 to the move characteristics of all of the vehicles in the convoy. There's obviously 2. So
4 inches.
4 inches added, plus I'm an evil son, so I do get +1. That's quite good. So I feel a little bit better. The truck and the battle wagon are about halfway up the board. They've kind of left the electro priests and the castle robots behind, out of the way. The boys have moved and advanced as well. The big shooters from the gun wagon and the truck have shot at the knight, and I've done 1 wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, actually. Yes, no, you are right. The zap gun has just hit once. It's strength 10. So now Robin has got a -3 save to make. I'm guessing you're going to use your in blood.
Yeah.
Thought you might. Which he passes. 1 more wound put on the knight thanks to the boys. Now I've just shot with the rocket. I got a 6, which generated an extra hit, which I rolled a 5 on. So these are both at strength 8. So I'm going to need 4s.
Oh.
Both have wounded. These are minus.
I'm going to rotate my iron
2.
shields.
You're going to rotate your iron shields. That's a command point, isn't it?
Yep, so 4 up in ones.
4 up in one saves. Come on then. Saved.
1.
1 goes through. It is 3 flat damage.
Wow, 3 flat. 15 left.
Down to 15 on the knight. Okay. So I was toying with the idea now of whether to go into combat with the knight, because like me and Robin were saying, I could get a decent charge range and end up round the back of the knight. I hope to survive 2 rounds of combat, plus he can fall back and shoot. So I'd have to survive a round of combat, shooting, another round of combat, and then get off the board. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. I really, really don't. So I'm staying as I am, and there's going to be no combat and assault. So we're going to head over to Robin's turn 3. Let's see what damage he can do to the convoy. So Robin now in his movement phase. Lady Isabella has moved forward and around a little bit to get close to Belisarius Cawl, who repaired the knight for 1 wound, so back up to 16. The Droon Caller has moved round. Belisarius has come through the building, as has some of the Vanguard. So they're all out. The Castle of Robots have moved around. The Electro Priests have moved around. The Tech Priest has moved up, looking at putting a squeeze on the remaining Orks. So the Droon Caller is going to shoot first. The big laser is going to go against the battle wagon, and then the smaller guns are going in against the boys in the trenches. So which one are you doing first?
We'll do the neutron laser.
Neutron
first.
laser.
D3 shots, so 2 shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
1 hit, 1 miss.
Re-rolling because of Belisarius. 2 hits.
Excellent.
Strength 10, so it's wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds minus 4.
So I can't save them.
No, and these are 2d6 damage.
It's got 7 left.
No, he ain't.
No, it's got
that's
1.
3.
Oh, that's 3.
And that is 5, so 8 damage, mate.
So does he blow up?
Yes.
Oh god. So the gun wagon actually blows up on a 4+, so it's a good thing I didn't waste a command point re-rolling. The boys are out. Those guys, I swear, are jinxed, because they were the ones in the truck that got blew up. They got into the battle wagon. Now that one's got blown up.
See, I'd say they're lucky because none of them have died.
No, I haven't rolled any 1s, so they're okay. But I still think they're jinxed. So D6 mortal wounds.
Damn.
On the knight. It's 5.
What?
It's 5 mortal wounds on that knight. And I suppose the truck as well.
Yeah, I'll roll that.
Yeah, go on, I'll let you roll that, I'll be generous. I shouldn't have let Robin roll that, he's just rolled a bloody 6. So the Rangers have shot into the boys in the trenches, killing off only 2 of them. And the Plasmas have overcharged, hit the truck, and Robin has got 2 wounds on there, and these are 2 wounds a pop, are they?
Yep, overcharged.
Overcharging them. So, ramshackle. Oh, I ramshackle 1 of them. So that still means it's 3 damage. So that truck has gone. Does he blow up? Oh, really? Really? So let's let it blow up. Mortal wounds against the knight, 3. So we're down to 8.
8. Nasty.
Yeah, quite happy with that.
Okay, I'm going to do on your boys.
Yeah, the lucky boys.
1.
They are quite lucky. And then the boys in there.
They're not so lucky.
Yeah, they're not so lucky. There's 3 of them dead.
all the boys that are in that truck.
However, we will get Belisarius Call.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. 2 mortal wounds against him. And then the boys in the truck. So one of the boys that came out of the truck was killed, unfortunately. So that's the convoy destroyed, but we've still got boys on the table. The Rangers in the top floor of the building now are going to shoot down at this squad of boys here.
Yeah, so we've got 2 rapid firing rifles.
2 rapid firing rifles.
All hit.
Nice.
That is 3 wounds.
AP minus.
Nothing.
So 3 6-ups needed. Yeah, there's no 6-ups there. The 2 arquebuses now. That's one's cocked there. Reroll that one for me, please, sir.
2 hits.
Excellent.
3's the wound. Oh, they cause more wounds.
With those 6s causing mortal wounds on this squad, that's 4 more dead. Ouch. Where are you going next?
That squad shooting these because they can only see them.
Yep, shooting them.
There's 3 rifles in that squad. Isn't
There are, yeah.
Okay, so 3 rifles. Rerolling the 1 because Tech Priest. Hits. Wounds. That's 2 wounds and a 4 and a 5.
Any AP?
Nope.
So 2 6-ups. 1 survives, 1 more dies.
And then the arquebus. It's a hit on a 5.
Yep.
Wounded on 3.
So no. So where next?
Well, the only thing I've got left is the Tech Priest and the Knight. So the Tech Priest is going to shoot this squad.
So Volkite Blaster, heavy 3.
It's heavy 3. It's hitting on 2 speed. Has moved.
Yes, he has.
So they all hit anyway. It is strength 6, and 6s do something.
That's another 4 dead orcs from the lead squad there. Ouch.
Right.
Next.
It's down to the Knight.
Oh dear, Lady Isabella.
Okay, so it's down to the Knight, and actually Belisarius Call hasn't, but anyway. So the Knight is going to shoot the Stubbers and the Flamer into the boys that are in the trench. Do you know what? I'm going to throw the Stormstrike missile into them as well.
Okay.
The Mega Gatler is going to go on the boys that have got bigger numbers, and then the twin battle cannon is going to go in the 3-man squad of boys.
Okay, so where are you going first?
Let's go for
Battle cannon.
yeah, 2d6 shots for the battle cannon, and that is 5 shots.
Okay.
Interesting. I have used Machine Spirit Resurgent on that, so he's actually hitting on his full ballistic skill. So 5 shots coming in, and they all hit anyway.
Yep.
He's be wounding on 2s. They're all dead.
Yes, yes they are. Next.
So next I'll do the Mega Gatler into that big squad of boys. Rerolling 1s. Okay, so that's 10 hits.
Brilliant. I think they might be dead.
This will be 3s to kill.
Yes, it will.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they were dead.
So that's the other squad of orc boys left now, so just 3 orcs remaining.
Storm Spear Rocket Pod, because let's just hit him with the biggest weapons I own.
Yep.
Rerolling the 1 because it's Warlord trait. That's all hit. 2s to take them off the table. And do you know what? I'll just use my command point reroll because this is the last model left on the table. Booyah.
How many minus?
It's -2.
Oh.
D6 damage.
Oh. With that, that is the end of the game. The orcs failed to get their convoy off the battlefield. The Admech were just too strong, coming out from the edges of the city, wiping out the orcs as they worked their way through. That was absolutely brutal. Let's head over to the post-game review. Hi guys, welcome to the post-game review. That was quite a brutal affair, I think it is. It's safe to say. Yeah, the orcs got their butt handed to them on a platter.
Yep.
Yeah, the Admech were good. The Admech were very, very good in that. I think Lady Isabella, the knight.
Yeah, she did some work. She wasn't. I think coming into this battle, Rich was a bit apprehensive about the knight.
I think I was moaning.
Yeah, he was moaning quite a lot, like a little girl, to be honest with you. But I didn't roll that hot with her because like at the times when I fired the auto repeater battle cannon, I didn't roll above a 5, I don't think. So
maybe not.
So I didn't roll that many shots,
No.
and also I kind of overkilled, so I didn't actually fire that much. So
I think you cast the robots were the things that did the most damage to me. They took out my knobs on bikes. They took out my war boss. Took out my war trike.
Well,
took out my payboy.
I saw how you sort of castled up in that corner with them around that building. So I thought, well, with the footprint of them, if I use that stratagem, I can box you in that corner.
One command point.
One command point.
So they have been reworded, or not reworded. They've been renamed.
For
this mission by Ed. So the command points and everything else is how they are in the Vigilus campaign book. One command point for that. It's too cheap. It's far too cheap.
I don't see, if you were to do this as a narrative and use power levels, that wouldn't have made that any less powerful. It probably would have been worse with power levels because I could have probably got a lot more stuff in because I did pimp some of my units out with, extra guns and stuff.
They are tough.
They are
very tough.
Those Castellans, and then using that Conqueror protocol so they fight twice.
Not very nice of them.
I'm presuming that we were doing that right by just like rolling double the amount of attacks because usually.
Now you say.
Well, because usually with that type of thing, if it says fight twice, you fight a second time, whereas that just says you fight twice or you double your attacks and the fight values or something like that. It's the way it's worded. It's not
either way round, you'd have still done that.
I would
have damage.
Yeah, I would have still. Done an awful lot of damage.
Yeah,
an awful lot of damage.
And I could get the hits back on you.
Yeah, and because the way that I'd sort of positioned them when I charged in, I did that on purpose to move block you. Coming out because I thought, well, if I didn't get that charge off, then those bikes were going to be ripping up the table, and Admech do not do well in melee with their rangers and their vanguard and stuff. All the squidgy stuff that was more at the back of the field that was doing all the shots.
Stuff that's on the ground level, because obviously bikes can't get up onto the middle floor. My boys would have had to gone up there. So the knight, for example.
So the knight, you would have made a beeline for the knight and the Honor Gajoon crawlers, which were the two things which were most effective at taking out your convoy. So because I could use that stratagem, which then allowed me to move because I was already deployed, and then I could charge, and then I could use that stratagem for the double attacks. Then that just wrecked you basically. I've never done that to your bikes before. Never I once wiped them out in one round of combat like that.
No, never actually. You've always not struggled, but there's always been a couple left to put some hurt back onto.
It's been like even when I've thrown things like Death Company into them and Sanguinary Guard and stuff like that,
which is on another battle report.
Yeah, they kind of either bounce off completely or they'll just be both bogged down with each other for like the entire game. Whereas that was literally one round of combat.
Yeah, it was. But I quite like the stratagems that the defender gets. So I like the fact that I could repair D6.
Yeah, D6 repairs.
To my battle wagon, on my gun wagon. I thought that was really nice. I like the one where we could roll the dice and add that to their movement.
Yeah, so and it's the whole unit, isn't it?
Convoy. So they're not a unit, but they're counted as the convoy. So everything gets that. So the two battle wagons, the gun wagon, the battle wagon, the gun wagon, the two trucks would have got that if they were alive.
Yeah, see,
to move them all the way up.
I think what would help in a mission like that, because as you know with us, we basically just use the models that we've got. We don't specifically tailor any lists.
I've got two stompers. I could take them two stompers.
Yeah, that wouldn't have helped.
No,
because they're still overpointed tremendously.
Yes,
but I think in that battle, if you want to do it properly, because what you basically have to do is roughly a third of your points has to be in the convoy. So it is Warboss on the truck, on the trike, because that counts as a vehicle. So that was in it. and then the 2 battle wagons, which you had to pimp out to get the points up.
So one was a gun wagon.
Yeah, and then the 2 trucks, and that made it just about where it needed. It was probably slightly lower, but we just like fluffed it because that's what we needed to do just for the to get it close. But I think really with that type of mission, you need more targets. So I think,
like you almost want the entire. So if that was a Space Marine army,
yeah.
You'd literally Rhino rush it up the board. Everything in Rhinos or Razorbacks, and you just move it up the board as quickly as you could, and then you'd get out to face the trouble. I think I think only having 4 or 5 things in your convoy lets it down. Where if you had 10, 15 things in a convoy,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
you know, I mean, you imagine 2 Land Raiders in there and trying to pop them. I know they're expensive.
I don't think 2 Land Raiders.
Flyers you can't have, so they don't.
A load of Razorbacks would have been good. Obviously, Eldar Wave Serpents would have been just like turn
that,
1.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Off.
Eldar with Wave Serpents, Dark Eldar, Drakari. They'd get across the board so quickly. Where Orcs are, even with Evil Sons and Speed Freaks, they are that little bit slower than them. But yeah, no, it was a good fun game.
Yeah, I think the problem that you had as well is your anti-tank was actually on your convoy. Well, not all of it.
Not all of it, because obviously my looters that you killed in one turn, and a missed deployment for my Mech with a shock attack gun. Hands up.
What else did I tell you to put in your list?
Yeah, grots. You told me to take some grots and use the command point stratagem for.
And did you do that?
Picking up grots and no, I didn't.
What did you take instead?
I can't remember.
You took commandos.
Oh, I took the commandos. They were fun today. They were okay.
Yeah, they did a lot, didn't they?
No. But yeah, that's the first time I've used commandos. But I actually quite like the look of them. I quite like some of their rules. I like the fact that if they're in cover, it's -1 to hit. I like the fact that it's like +1 damage or 2 damage. I can't remember the ruling, but they look really good, and they might actually get used again. I don't really use them in 7th edition, but they might get. I want to try Boss Snotrig and get him on the board as well.
You need more.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the thing with 8th edition. I think you need bigger units of everything. Realistically, it's like, you know, back in the days when we were running 5 Space Marine squads, I think they work better now as 10s, especially with the new Bolter rules and things like that. So, but anyway, we digress. But yeah, no, that was a really good fun game. Please leave us a comment. What did you think to that mission? Did you like that? Did you like how that worked? Is there anything you would change and tweak? I think maybe a larger deployment for the defenders. 12 inches is probably not enough. I think maybe 18.
Do you know what I think you should do? I think it should be... So, the defender, which is the guy with the convoy, sets up first.
Which is what we did.
Then the attacker sets up in the way that you set up. So, it's if it's in the ND movement phase or whatever. Well, no, even just do it so you deploy within 12 of the table edge and can't be within 9 of your opponent. But then the defender goes first, because you could move up and you'd be close to halfway. You could thin out some of my numbers. I've got the advantage of being able to position to counter you, to block you off, and stuff like that. But you then get first turn to try and thin my numbers out, so my alpha strike isn't quite as bad, because that just, like, you know, it was with, like we say, with my Castellans, that shut down the game straight away. I wiped out your looters
and the Mech shock attack gun.
Yeah, the shock attack gun, the looters, they were all gone on turn 1. Yes, that's a lot
of firepower.
Yeah, that was slight misdeploy on the shock attack gun, but it wouldn't have helped you anyway, because I would have wiped out the looters and he would have still been
the next target.
So that would have happened. Whatever. Shutting down your bikes there, so you literally had your little convoy to try and scoot up the table and just couldn't put the Dakka down.
Sad face.
Dakka is quite good though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And there's a stratagem for two command points, which is more Dakka, so you explode on a 5 and not a 6.
Yeah.
Which comes in really handy. But yes, so thanks for watching, guys. Please leave us a comment. Like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that little notification icon so you never miss any of our content. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.